everybody, how are you doing today? If you see my video earlier, yes, it was a very snowy day here. I'll do a little story thing after this video, or not after this video, after this, so for those of you just came on my thoughts and opinion on Mr. Jeffree Star and the Morphe collab. First of all, let me start this. I was blocked on Twitter by Jeffree Star. Punk ass. Yeah, seriously, punk ass. Probably just because I did stick up for Bridget Porcelain anyway. I thought what he did to her was shitty, but let me just, okay, I'll talk a little bit about the Jeffree Star and the Morphe collab. I do see a lot of chatter and a lot of buzz on Twitter and the YouTube community that people are kind of now questioning his honesty on the Morphe foundation review. There are some speculations that he has, you know, he's a part owner of Morphe, or probably owns a shitload of stock, because it is quite, you know, like suspicious that he goes to every Morphe, you know, store, well, not every Morphe, but all these Morphe store openings. He never says anything bad about Morphe products. I remember one time when he had the sponge that they had, he was like, oh, I live for this sponge, I love this sponge, or whatever. And it's like, you know, he never really reviews Morphe on his channel. He always really high talks Morphe on his channel. He always is very praising of people that collab with Morphe. So, I mean, if you put all them little ducks in a row, you got to wonder why we side-eyeing just a little bit, like, And his Morphe foundation review, why did he put it on Twitch? Why didn't he put it on YouTube? That was kind of, you know, like, it just didn't make any sense. Why didn't he put it where his major audience is, over on YouTube? So, again, that is kind of all, it just don't look good. It doesn't. And if you want to sit there and have the reputation of always being honest, and right now you're looking a little shady, just saying. I think it's, I don't think it's, I don't know. I just think it's very questionable. I mean, you can't, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not interested in a Morphe collab with Jeffree Star. Well, it would be weird. It wouldn't make any sense if it was eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure it's going to be brushes, because he does his own eyeshadow palettes. He does his own, you know, highlighters. So I just think it would not make sense for him to, kids, my cat, Cam, you silly bear. But anyway, it would not make sense for him to collab with an eyeshadow palette or anything highlighter. You know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be brushes. So that's one field of cosmetics that he hasn't really touched yet. He said he's going to be doing foundation, concealers. He already does eyeshadow, highlighters, lipsticks. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. I mean, A plus B equals C, at least in my opinion. So I won't be getting that, because just from the Morphe brushes that I have, I'm just not a fan of them. I'm just not. I just don't like them. So anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry. So there's my thoughts, like, on the situation with the Morphe. I wouldn't buy a collab, because, again, it's just, I don't know. But things look kind of sketchy right now. I mean, even he's got to admit, he would be the first bitch calling somebody out saying, he would. He'd be the first one doing it, so he can't get mad that everyone else is doing that to him, because he's very vocal and very opinionated when other people do some shady shit. So, you know, the door works both ways on that one. Anyway, so I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts with Jeffree Star just in general. I did see Carrie's video, Nosy Hausfrau, and I thought that was an amazing video. But I had a little bit of, like, my 2 cents to add in. I'm not a Jeffree Star hater. I'm not. I am a hater of his behavior, though, lately. He seems to me, like, honestly, like, putting himself as, like, a godlike complex, like he's godlike and not touchable, which I don't think is very appealing. To be honest, his arrogance is kind of getting, like, over the top. It's starting to, like, it's like, I support people, I do, but I don't support arrogance. I don't. There are people out there that buy his makeup, that buy his palettes, that can't even afford them, but they will scrimp and save just to be able to have something, you know, to get that palette because they really want it. And that's something that he needs to understand, you know, instead of walking around like with this godlike complex, like, you know, like this ego that is so far overblown that now it's becoming a bit annoying, to be honest. And it's really, to me, it's just like, it's a turn off. I'm actually starting to be a little turned off of Jeffree Star. Again, I'm not a hater. I'm not like one of those hater types of people, unless you're John Cookie, and then I hate your ass. Mango Tea, hate your ass too. But I'm not like one of those hater types of people, but I don't know. His arrogance is just, like, the thing that he did with Porcelain with Bridget, I think was just, for me, like the last straw. It's just, are you warmed up? Oh, that's Katie. But anyway, it was just the last straw for me. It's like the Shane Dawson series. When he did with Shane Dawson, now it just looks like it was a crock of shit. Like, it was just a facade. It was for the cameras. Because he did gloat about how many views it got, you know, and everything like that. But he has proven time after time, again, in my eyes, that he is not that person that was in the Shane Dawson series. He is not that person, not even close to it. He's not humble. He's just not. And it really bothers me because I know there are people that support the hell out of him. There are people, again, that can't afford his stuff, but will scrimp and scrape just to be able to get their child that product that they really, really want, or themselves. So I think he's, you know, taken advantage of his position, if I might say. He's like taking advantage of it, and he's way overblown it. And I'm not a fan of that. So right now, I'm just turned off by Jeffree Star. I really want to be honest. Not a hater, but I'm just really turned off. And I'm kind of sick of the shenanigans. I'm sick of the drama. I'm sick of the disgusting tweets, even though that I'm blocked. But I got a few Twitter accounts. Boo, I can see you. But it doesn't matter to me because we're gonna see it anyway. You know, like I have one Twitter account that I have people on notifications on my tablet. So it's whatever. But to me, I don't know. I'm turned off by the whole scenario. Please let me know what you guys think. And don't look at me. No, I'm not a hater. I'm not trying to come at Jeffree Star. I am trying to come at him to say, please change your ways. Please humble yourself. Please admit that without the fans and the support that you have, without the consumers, you ain't shit. You know, like, you're a very smart businessman. But it takes people, consumers, to make a business. That's what it does. It takes people to buy your product. It takes consumers to make that business for you to be business savvy. I'm just throwing that out there. And that's what I would like to say. So I agree with Carrie and the disappointment in Jeffree Star. And I just wanted to add, you know, my thoughts in on it. You know, and if he's going to make another Shane Dawson series, you know, I'm just looking at it like, it ain't the real you. It's not. You're not humble. Just stop it. Just stop. Stop. Anyway, moving along. So, if you guys seen my snowstorm video from earlier, honey, come here. I gotta tell you what my husband did. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna beat his ass, but I'm kind of mad at him. Well, I'm not mad. Not that kind of mad. Hey, Clay. I'm sure you had to warm up by now.
Yeah, and I could kick your butt because you could give me my clothes before you ran out of video.
I didn't know he didn't have his clothes. But anyway, come here, honey. I'm going to tell them what you did. This knucklehead. So we get a flat tire. Now, note it is below 0 outside. Duck down so they can see your face. A little closer. This little knuckle... Oh, I know, honey. I love you. But this little knucklehead decided... Instead of waiting for AAA, and I know it was going to be a delay, he's going to change the tire himself. So my little honey turned into a popsicle stick. Didn't you?
It was for a reason.
I know.
I had my little girl in the car.
He had Holly in the car. But I had my other daughter we were coming to get my other daughter. I mean, I was at work, I got stuck, and I had a way to get my daughter from the car, but he decided to be Superman yet again. So I want you guys to yell at Clay and tell him never to do that again.
You wasn't Katie.
I did almost say, no, I said Kay instead of Clay.
Oh.
But yell at him. Go ahead, yell at him. They're yelling at you. I can hear them.
No, they're not.
They are yelling at you.
They say, good father, good father.
No, they're yelling at you. They're calling you a knucklehead because Mom had a way to get her daughter. I had a way.
I know.
I called her sister, and we were in the car. We're ready to go. Well, he just... Anyway.
You think I'm going to go back out at 4:30 in the morning for the van on top of it?
Okay. It was still stupid. It was stupid.
Yeah, at least the van is home right now.
What would it... Y'all want to get into this argument with me? The van is home. The car is a materialistic thing. We can get a damn Uber. My van could have sat there, and he could have stayed safe and warm. If he would have got frostbite, I would have whooped his butt. But he is a very wonderful, wonderful man that... He did a good thing, but it...
Only thing that kept my mind going, Holly, 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 Holly.
He's making me feel guilty for yelling at him. Do you guys see this? Anyway, I wanted to share, you know me, my channel is just me, us, honest, and I wanted to put a little family moment in there. And I want you guys to yell at him and tell him not to do that again. Kisses to you all. And let me know of your thoughts of Jeffree Star. Again, don't come at me. I'm not a hater. I'm just a hater of the behavior. Kisses.